Startling new videos coming out of Lahaina. You're watching body camera footage from the Maui Police Department on August 8th. According to the department, there are 20 hours worth of body cam footage just from that day alone. It's been 2 months since the Maui wildfire, the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century. It resulted in the deaths of at least 115 residents, destroying thousands of structures and thousands of acres. We now have good news. They've decided to reopen the island to tourism and have been working on that long process since the beginning of the month. Here with me now is Hawaii Senator Angus McKelvey. Senator McKelvey, thank you so much for joining us today. Senator McKelvey, can you hear me? I know we're having issues with your video, but can you hear me okay?
I can hear the host.
Senator McKelvey, I'm going to come back to you there. I'm just going to keep chatting until see if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Senator McKelvey?
I can hear you now, sir.
All right. Hey, I'm here. I'm not going to go anywhere. We're going to show some video.
Don't go anywhere on us. Don't go anywhere on us. I'm glad you're covering this important story.
Absolutely.
And I'll make it quick, so hopefully we don't have an internet feed problem. But thank you for having me on to talk about the reopening. There's a lot of concern with the reopening. It is being equated to drinking water out of a fire hose at this time. There's a lot of unanswered questions about the toxic dust, as you can see from the footage, for the next phase 2. And some of the news releases coming out insinuating that Lahaina town will be open to burned out areas for visitors to come back is highly irresponsible. It's not that way right now, and you still have the conditions of the base victims, especially when it comes to some kind of liquidity and agency. And a lot of people in the community are concerned, and there's a lot of concern that the consultation that was talked about was not meaningful consultation beyond 5 certain people. So there are concerns with this happening. I will be blunt to your viewers, and there are a lot of concerns with phase 2 and the toxic dust element, which is yet to come in January.
Senator McKelvey, again, because we do have a weak connection, I do want to make sure we go back and touch on those points again. Toxic dust, that has been something that's also been circulating online and on social media. Is there a problem with the dust? Is Lahaina safe for people to return?
There is a problem with the dust. There are health concerns with people returning. These are from experts and from scientists. The proper threat assessments have not been done. And given the amount of chemicals that were generated from this burn, there's a lot of concerns right now. And phase 2, there could be a lot of toxic dust put into the air if the proper standards aren't taking place. Your footage shows the smoke right now. That's what still exists and still going to be a big challenge. And we just came back from a trip looking at another area where they've dealt with phase 2 and toxic dust, and they didn't have a tourism economy trying to stand up in the middle of it. Right. And there were a lot of other things that they were able to use, for instance, having a hazardous waste material site, Rocky Flats, within driving distance. We don't have that. We have to build a hazardous waste dump. Where's that going to be? These are all the things. It's a rush to make things better sooner. And it's also the impression upon the community that the only help you're going to get is self-help through working. And that's a hard thing for people to go in and put a smile on their face. And so we're hoping when tourist visitors come, that the right kind of visitors will come, that they will understand that it is not hunky-dory. Everything isn't open and great again. There's a lot of issues dealing with, and phase 2 coming up is going to have a lot of concerns. So, I mean, those are the realities. The realities aren't being covered.
Senator McKelvey, I also want to touch on that because you're seeing the same things I am. I'm hearing from residents, they do not want people to return. Can you address that for me? What is the mood of people living in Maui?
Yes, I will, if we still have our internet connection.
We do. I can hear you.
I believe we might have lost it. Hopefully it'll come back. If you can hear me, then I will say is what you're hearing is absolutely correct. There we go. I think I got you now.
Yes, you do. I can hear you. Go ahead, Mr. McKelvey.
Okay, yeah, no, it's absolutely correct. It's too much too soon, and it's pitting people who have homes and such who want to get back to work for jobs because there's no mortgage relief and there's no other types of mechanisms we've been calling for. So they're being pressured to get back to work, and then you have people in the community who lost everything that are now having to stand up everything in the middle of a place where there is still a lot of challenges and issues ahead, and we are so far behind the 8 ball just in government communication and talking to others who've been through this in other states is far beyond, disconnected from where it should be. But yet it's the push ahead. We got to make deadlines no matter what. And that's the kind of situations happening over and over again, which is why we, on social media especially, there's been so much outrage and concern and everything else.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.